Good afternoon. Today is my last day in Bucharest, Romania. Yesterday, I actually took the day off and pretty much rested and did stuff on my computer. I only have a few more things on the tourist bucket list that I want to hit. One being the Palace of Parliament and another being gardens. It's the perfect day to do that. The weather is nice and sunny, so perfect. It's a 30-minute walk from my hotel to the Palace of Parliament. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna walk it. And the other day when I was on my day trip to Transylvania, I did hit my head pretty hard on one of the low ceilings, and it still really hurts. I have a giant bump on the top of my head. It actually hurts to have like my hair up in a ponytail, and so it's like in a loose bun so my hair doesn't pull, and it randomly starts like hurting like a headache. I'm gonna take it easy pretty much, but I'm hoping the bump goes away and the pain goes away soon. But yes, all right, we're gonna walk to the Palace of Parliament. So the Palace of Parliament, which I learned a really cool fact about it, is the second largest governmental building in the world, Pentagon being number one. It's the second biggest in the whole world, and it is big. I've never been to the Pentagon, so I can't subjectively like say which one is bigger. Obviously the Pentagon is, because it's a fact, but this one is huge. Can't even imagine the Pentagon being bigger than this. They are currently building something across the street, as well as doing some stuff on the grounds of the Palace of Parliament. Actually, they might be taking something apart because there's confetti and trash all over the ground still. So there must have been some type of celebration, and now they're just packing up and going away. It might be because it's a Sunday, or it might be because of that event and the road closures, but I cannot go into the grounds of the Palace of Parliament today because all the gates are locked, which is fine. It's huge to look at, and I can only imagine how small I'd feel if I was actually inside the gates right now. So I'm just gonna walk around. I haven't eaten at all today, and there's no food because we're like in a park district with like a few important buildings. So I'm just gonna do a giant walk around the building, which is already proving to be kind of difficult because it's huge, and then find something to eat. I would also like to note, and I noticed this at the park a few days ago, but a lot of the trees, leaves are starting to change. So they're like a half yellow orange and then half green. And don't I love fall weather, but the weather is not fall-like. It's still hot, but it's good to see the leaves starting to change. There's not many restaurants around me, so I stopped at like a Mega Mart, like grocery store, and just got a little snack to tide me over. I'm gonna sit on a bench over here, eat my little snack, and then head to the gardens to just take a walk around and look at the pretty flowers and plants and trees. Well, I just had my snacks in a park on a bench for a little bit. It's kind of funny how many people will try and talk to you when you're sitting on a park bench. I had like 3 people try and talk to me. I think one was about parking, because she was asking and pointing at her car. Another guy, which is an older gentleman, doing Sudoku on his thing. It's always, I wouldn't say awkward, but it's always like, sorry, I speak English, and then they're like, oh, I don't speak English, so they just don't talk to me. It's interesting to people watch in parks. But now I have about a 30-minute walk to the gardens from where I'm at now, and the sun is behind the clouds, so it makes it a little cooler, but it's still very hot outside. walking to this park. They showed on the maps that there was like a little like lake river thing that ran through it. And I get here and it's completely dry. It's like you can see the bottom of the lake. And I wonder if it's ever been filled or why it's been drained. But yeah, you just see the concrete bottom. It is a few hours later and I'm out of breath. I wasn't gonna go out again tonight. I'm actually gonna have my food at the hotel tonight. I have to get up at like 4:30 for my flight, but I remembered it's been 7 days here. I forgot to buy a postcard and the shop closed in like 20 minutes, so I like ran to just buy a postcard. It is 11 p.m. I had to be up in just under 6 hours. My flight's at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I gotta be at the airport around 5:30, so gotta get up earlier than that to catch a ride to the airport. Today was a very great last day in Bucharest. This place really surprised me. It wasn't on my original country list to visit during this trip, but I'm glad I got to visit and I got to also explore a little outside of Bucharest. It's definitely a more party, or I am, it feels more like a party town where you can come and just let loose, drink, eat. There's not a lot of like things to see and do, but I had a great time. But on to the next one. Tomorrow I'm heading to Sofia, Bulgaria, which is another country that wasn't on my place that wasn't on my original places to visit, but I am excited to explore. I am back in a hostel, but it was good to spoil myself this week in a hotel room.